Hi. Before you head to the beach, let's learn a little bit about some basic features of shells that you'll be collecting. This will help you when you're watching the shell videos. First, know that you'll be collecting one of two types of shells. They're either going to be bivalves, which include clams, oysters, mussels, and scallops, or they're going to be snail shells. The fancy word for that is gastropods. They're a kind of mollusk. Bi means two, so bivalves originally had two shells that were connected together. But my guess is that when you find them on the beach, the two parts will have broken off and you'll only see one half of the shell. As for the snail shells, well, they only had one valve to begin with. So now let's take a closer look at the parts. First, let me describe some of the basic parts of a snail or gastropod shell. First of all, a whorl is a complete 360-degree turn in the spiral growth of a mollusk. The body whorl is the bottom turn that includes the opening, or what they call the fancy word is aperture. This is where the snail's soft body would emerge when it is engaging with its surroundings. The spire are all of the whorls above the body whorl, and they represent where the younger body of the snail would have previously inhabited. Where the whorls narrow to the top, this is called the apex. And finally, the siphonal canal is this narrow tube that houses the siphon. That is a soft tube that the animal uses for feeding or expelling waste. It reaches to the outside of the shell. Now, let me describe parts of a bivalve. Often you will notice growth lines. These lines characterize when the mollusk started and stopped growing. The umbo, or another word is beak, is the curved protrusion at the base of each valve and represents the initial growth of the bivalve. If you turn the shell over, you may also notice teeth along the hinge of where the two parts of the shell would have been attached to one another. This would have provided the mollusk good protection against predators. If all these terms seem like a lot to remember, don't worry. Just download the labeled diagrams that are in the PDF below so that you can refer to them as needed.